Not even. It's gonna be hot next week.
It's gonna be in the 90s.
That's like 100 per year.
Yeah, it's been nice though.
Yeah, it has.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Betamax. My name's Fidel.
Have a seat. Pour yourself a coffee.
Damn. I saw this TikTok that said, I like my girls how I like my coffee. Boys.
You were like, same, huh?
No, I don't even like coffee.
I like
That's
boys.
that's the part I'm refuting.
Oh, no, liar. I don't like coffee.
Gay. Oh, that's gay. I don't like coffee. Did you listen to that new Regional Justice Center?
No, it finally got released.
Came out today. Dude.
I know. I can't wait.
It's tight, dude. It's tight. It's only like 14 minutes long. It's like 10 songs, I think.
The songs that were previewed before this, they were all good.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, it's good, dude. You should check it out.
It sounds like I like that they got Mark McCoy to do like all the record covers now.
Yeah.
Like I love his record covers, dude. Like
it's because what it reminds me of is like ransom note style art. Because
like
it feels like magazine clippings like put together
but well done.
But very well done. So I don't know what his method is, but I love it.
I have never. I don't know. I do know like he had some like paintings of his. I don't know if you would call them paintings. But it was like these drawings, like very like detailed technical drawings.
Yeah.
That he had like at some museum, but dude, just looking at them hurt my head because like of how detailed they were, and they're all like hand drawn. Like
yeah.
It's just insane how much like you have to have like a good eye for that kind of stuff and patience because I would have anything takes longer than a few hours. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah.
But he did post like a bunch of like I don't know if they're gonna be used for albums or today on his story he was just posting a bunch of pictures and they're dope.
I finally started following Letterboxd on Instagram.
Oh really?
Yeah, finally. I was following them on Twitter. It's just that they don't really come up on my feed on Twitter for some reason. I think they post more on Instagram.
Yeah. The things that I like when they post is like when they interview actors or directors and they ask them like your top 5 or your favorite movies, horror movies, whatever, you know. But it's cool. They post some cool stuff. I saw that they posted. I Saw the TV Glow is finally streaming on.
On Max.
I finally watched it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
After so long.
Do you want to talk about it?
You want to get straight into it?
So you do want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like
I don't want to talk about it.
Because I feel like when you mentioned it, you didn't really like.
Because I didn't want to like.
But it is. Okay.
Well, before we get into it, because there's like 2 things I do want to mention before we get into like movie talk. Damn, I fucking went blank. There's 2 things. Okay, one of them is 28 years later. Did you hear about how they wrapped filming already?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that they used an iPhone 15?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
So I read that and I was like, oh damn, that's pretty cool. Did you see the picture of the rig? Because it says iPhone 15 with some attachments. Dude, this thing is huge.
It's a huge rig holding a phone.
Yeah, like I gotta show you the picture because when I saw, it, I was like, "Are you? Oh, okay, come on, some attachments. Like, come on." Like I feel like it's cool to say that, like, oh, use an iPhone, but say that like it has all these like $1,000s worth of attachments to it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, at what point does it negate the fact that you used the phone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One thing I like that people don't think about too when they think about it's shot on an iPhone. A good example of a movie that was shot on an iPhone, I always refer to this movie is Tangerine. because that looks like it was shot on an iPhone, and it was literally like someone just holding an iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, that's kind of stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why bother?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's like a freaking $30,000 lens on an iPhone.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah. No, it just sounds like maybe it's just a gimmicky thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh, this is going to get us. Because, yeah, the camera phones the cameras on them are like insane on them now.
Yeah.
And they're like, every year they just get better and better and better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, production value goes a long way. Without any production value, you're not, like, it's not going to look cinematic. Like, it's just not going to look good.
Yeah.
So people need to, you have these giant sets with, like, great lighting, some smoke, like, just any camera you use, it's going to look good on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, I didn't see that. That's funny, though.
But yeah. But, I mean.
And it's on a fucking tripod, too. Yeah. Like a fat-ass tripod.
Like this big-ass fucking rig.
Yeah.
Dude. But I mean, I am excited for the movie.
I am too.
Cillian Murphy's back, and
I didn't enjoy the second one. I do need to rewatch it, but
I want to rewatch it because I remember liking that opening sequence.
The opening sequence was good, but the rest of the movie just felt flat, and they just kept copying stuff from the first one, like exact things that happened in the first one. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
So I'm excited, but I'm also kind of like, well, the second one wasn't that great, so hopefully this one surprises me.
Yeah. And there was another thing I wanted to bring up. Well, so 28 years later, it's wrapped filming. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see it because I believe Danny Boyle, he's doing it, right?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, so I do like his films, so.
And then Cillian Murphy is
Cillian Murphy.
He's back.
Yeah. And Aaron Taylor Johnson has been casting it as well, or he's casting it as well.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass. The guy that played Kick-Ass. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, the guy from Godzilla.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Another thing I wanted to bring up. Did you read about this whole budget for the movie theaters that they're getting?
No.
So, like, the major movie theater chains that were named that I saw, it was like AMC and Regal, and there was another one, I don't remember. But I guess they're getting, like, a shitload of money for upgrades. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, cool. They're upgrading the seating in every single theater, supposedly. The seating, the screens, the projectors, like, the lights, everything. And then it continued on by saying some theaters are even going to be adding pickleball tables.
The fuck is pickleball?
It's like table tennis almost. I don't know exactly.
Like a little arcade thing or what?
No, like ping pong type shit. They're gonna have, some theaters are gonna be adding that. Some theaters are gonna be adding the fucking zip line thing.
What? Dude?
Some theaters are gonna have a bowling alley.
Oh, that just sounds like a recipe for a disaster.
And when I read that, I was like, why?
Yeah, it just sounds like people are gonna be drunk.
Yeah,
and energized while trying to watch a movie.
And I did see a lot of people speaking out, like on Twitter specifically, about this. One that made me fucking laugh. Somebody was like, we just want people to stop talking during the fucking movie, not another fucking Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's funny, dude, because when, I mean, me and you have the A-list thing, so, like, any chance we get to watch the movie, like, in an IMAX or Dolby.
Oh, shit.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
I'm full smoking ganja right now.
Some bunk ass weed, homie.
Stress.
Damn.
What was I saying? Any chance we get to watch it like on a better platform, like we'll watch it on Dolby or IMAX.
Yeah.
I never have any issues watching it in those.
I haven't really experienced any issues.
But, dude, every time a movie is not playing on one of those theaters, in one of those rooms, like when it's just a regular, always someone on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Someone talking, a fucking kid crying. Every single time, dude.
Somebody recording the screen.
Yeah, and it's just like, or like on Instagram, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, why?
Yeah.
Why do you pay for this and like not, or just walk out? Like if you don't care about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy how addicted people are.
People literally paying money to be a fucking nuisance.
Yeah. Piss off
But
everyone around them.
You do that shit somewhere else. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. Like, I feel like I get kind of embarrassed, like, when I cough and stuff. Like,
yeah, dude. When I eat, that's why I always try, like, I've like in the recent years have become a popcorn eater because I've always been a popcorn hater until that one day I got the large popcorn.
You got like an extra large popcorn. Took 2 bites and you're like, I'm good.
But I would always try to get stuff that like doesn't make a crunch, you know. But like, or if I do get popcorn now, it's always like the smallest one they have. Yeah. And I usually finish like by the time the movie starts because I'll be eating it during the trailers. Yeah,
because the whole like 40 minutes before it even starts.
But even with that, like I get like self-conscious about the crunch. There had been times where like I would hold the food in because I had already put it in my mouth, and I'll hold it because there's like a quiet sequence going on.
And you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then once like some noise starts happening, I'll start chewing quick.
That's funny, dude. Yeah, but same. Like yeah, dude.
Even drinking like my soda. Yeah.
When you run out, it's all ice in there. Yeah, dude.
Get that slurp going. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. It's stressful, especially watching quiet movies like A Quiet Place or something like that, like, where it's just like it relies on like tension like that. And
I'm holding my breath so much.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to hold my breath so much because I want to be like.
That's funny, dude. I did want to mention a funny video that I saw earlier. It was the main actress from The Acolyte.
Oh yeah,
like it was just a video of her. She was like in her bedroom or something. She was like on sitting on like on the floor. She was like talking about how like people on YouTube like it was all like she's like, yeah, people ruined it. Like she literally called them like racist conservative guys that are like pretty much calling them like pieces of shit racist conservatives that are the reason the show got canceled and this and that. And I was laughing at the comments, dude, because I'm like, dude, this girl is like, it's funny, like big Hollywood stars, like Hollywood in general, like, dude, like, are like the biggest pieces of shit ever. And like, you're part of that system. And you're fucking rich. Like her dad, like she was born into a rich family. Like she is rich. She has had no struggle in her life. And she's trying to blame her shitty acting and her terrible writing of a show, just a terrible show overall. And everybody was just like tearing her a new one, dude. Like people were even like, dude, like I'm fucking trans, and even I hated the show. Yeah. Like it has nothing to do with that. Like it was just a shit show.
It was a shitty show, man. Yeah. Bad, terrible writing.
It was bad, but yeah, because they were talking about like how a lot of people are scared to call out. Well, a lot of people were afraid to review that movie. Am I Racist? It's a documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Which has become the highest grossing documentary of the year. And I heard it's good. Like, everyone that's watched it has said, like, it's a great fucking documentary. And it's funny. And, like, I'm not sure, 100% sure what it's about. But I guess Jeremy Johns reviewed it.
Yeah.
And people were like, he was getting, like, a lot of hate for it.
Really?
Yeah. And like, people were like saying like, what, we can't review documentaries now? Like it's not like a racist documentary or anything like that. Like he's kind of poking fun at them.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's getting like heat. Maybe I don't know, dude. Like it, but he kind of just brushed it off. He just kept doing what he's doing. So a lot of people are on the opposite side praising him for like not even acknowledging that. And I feel like that's what you should do in a thing like that. Like, because, nobody's covering this movie, dude. It's crazy. And he was like, dude, it's a comedy movie. It's like a documentary. It's kind of like along the lines of Borat. Oh. And what was that other movie that was like it was a documentary, but it was like a funny one. I can't recall off the top of my head, but it was that kind of like where he goes like, he plays a character undercover.
Yeah.
But... yeah, like it's just like it's funny, dude. Like people are so afraid to review movies now. Like they're afraid of losing their sponsors, and it's just like, damn, dude, like it's so stupid, dude.
Yeah, just because it's so easy to be like, oh, you don't like it because you're racist or you're homophobic or misogynistic, sexist, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, even say that it was like a racist film, like why not review it? Like why not like? I feel like it's good to know your enemy too.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not look into it and like digest it and be like, okay, this, like, what is this about? Like, why is it like this? Like, and just give your opinions on it. Like, I don't understand like how people are so afraid to, like, well, to kind of segue into it because it's funny that you brought up Letterbox. They had posted that thing about I saw a TV Glow, and I was reading the comments, and people were like, "Oh, is this movie woke? Let me know. So if it is, I won't watch it." And I was just like, "Dude, you guys are fucking stupid."
What does woke mean,
Dude?
What the fuck does woke mean?
In their head,
I was called woke.
Yeah,
I was called woke, and I was like, what does that even fucking mean? Like, what? Because I'm considerate of people's feelings.
I think to different people it just means different things, and I think people will use it to kind of like be like, okay, to me, this is what this is. So I think to like racist people, like woke is like, oh, they're just shoving their ideologies down my throat, this and that, and I don't know, dude. Like I feel like, man, you guys are gonna miss out on a good movie, all because like you're so afraid. Like I don't know what you're afraid of.
Yeah.
What I don't know, dude. But yeah, there was a lot of comments like that, and I was just like, man, it sucks that there's still people in the world that are like that.
It's always gonna be, dude. It's always gonna be. It's just the people. It's what's the term? They're indoctrinated, or is that the term? I don't know. I probably misused that term. I don't fucking know.
It kind of reminded me of like when people were boycotting. Well, men were boycotting Mad Max, because Fury Road because Furiosa was the main character, and they were saying that it's a female like propaganda, blah, blah blah. It's woke, and I'm like, dude, this movie is so badass.
Yeah,
and like, you guys are fucking dumb, dude. Like,
yeah,
it sucks, dude. But anyways, I finally did watch it. I really liked it. It was weird, but I like that it got a wide release for what it was.
Yeah,
and I do think it was unique. I think some stuff took me out of it because I did feel like it had like 3 different endings.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, okay, this is it. Okay, this is it. Oh, okay, this is it. And to me, that kind of took me out a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, all right. And like, is this finally the ending? And then it finally does end. But I genuinely enjoyed it. It is a good discussion piece, but it is a dense film. There's so much that goes on in it. A lot of like back and forth, like and the way it segues through like different scenes, like it'll be like one scene will transition to like another scene, but it'll be like back in time or like in the TV, like in the TV show that they're watching. Like, so it's kind of all over the place. Kind of messy, but like I like it, like messy in a good way, I guess. But overall, I did enjoy it. I feel like people are really gonna like the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Wasn't my thing, but I like that they didn't use like your conventional like music for this. Like they had like King Women on it.
The performances too.
Yeah, good performances all the way through. Even some like crazy like creepy visuals as well.
Yeah.
Like there's one one scene where like the main character goes home and he's like apologizing to his dad for being late. And it's just like a eerie shot of his dad just sitting on the couch and he's just watching TV, but it just looks so creepy. Like his face looks.
Did you recognize the dad?
Who was it?
That's Fred Durst, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
So he had a mask or makeup on, right?
I don't think so.
No, he had to. Well, maybe in that particular scene because it looked creepy. Like it looked like, I don't know, because he's bald in it. Now that you say, like, Yeah, his character is a piece of shit too.
I had no idea it was Fred Durst until after the movie when I looked it up. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think he had some kind of prosthetics, I think. But yeah, that his character, the dad, was a piece of shit too. But it is a unique movie. It has unique visuals. I like that. It is like I wouldn't say one of the first, but one of the bigger movies deals with like trans.
Yeah,
and
because it does have that commentary of like, who am I? You know, like
yeah,
who am I like in this world? Like where? Because it kind of gave me like, as much as like it sounds like cliche or dumb to say this, like it has that Fight Club feel, where it could easily be like the girl wasn't real, you know, it was a fake, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that because I did think of that theory too.
Because he ages,
and
she doesn't seem to age.
She doesn't. So like when I was like watching, I'm like, was it just like a character in the TV show that he's watching? Was it like the way he envisions himself?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Or yeah, and then it's really sad too.
Yeah.
Because like what I got out of it was that he never fully came out.
Nah.
And he never became who he wanted to be or who he was.
Yeah.
And he just kind of, because even the way he talks about it, like later on in life, he's like, "Oh, I have a family now, and I love him," and it just seems like he's not completely like satisfied.
Yeah,
like he's like something is missing, and the movie just keeps going through like, oh, you know, this is 20 years later, this is 8 years later, and you know, he gets older and older, and eventually, like, what do you call it? It shows him as an old man. And he's just fucking like kind of miserable.
Yeah.
And you get that really cool shot like towards the end where he like cuts himself with the razor blade down the from his chest to his stomach, and he's like opening up his chest in front of the mirror, and it's like the TV is glowing.
Yeah.
Through it, like it's really cool visual. But like I took that as like he never released what was in him out. Like
yeah.
Because like I mean. Because I even have that scene where he's like talking to that girl, and she's like, "Oh," because he wants to hang out with her, and she's like, "Oh, you know, I like women, right?" And he's like, "Oh, no, that's cool." And then she's like, "Well, what about you? You like girls or you like boys?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." He's like, "I like TV shows."
Yeah, yeah.
And like it made me feel sad, dude, because I'm like, this guy, like he's still struggling, like he doesn't know, like how to feel or like what to be yet, or like how to even like express it.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it was cool to have a character like that because you don't ever see that in movies, and like to have like an actual trans person like directing it, like that's cool. So like yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's super artsy. Like I feel
very artsy.
The average person will not not like this.
Because like I said, there's like musical performances in it, and like they're like actual musical performances.
Yeah. Music is a big part of this movie. Yeah, it is weird. Like I said, the transitions are all over the place, and but it's very well like lit. It's very well.
Damn, it's lit.
But I mean, if you want to see something original and you want to see something that looks really pretty and something that's kind of sad, watch this movie. I think you'll enjoy it. Like I said, it is like an art film 100%, but I feel like a movie about trans should be this way because it isn't the easiest to digest. Like it's just like metaphor after metaphor and like a bunch of weird, crazy visuals going on, and it was just like a really fun movie.
I like that you said like it's a character or like a subject matter that you don't really see in movies. You know. You don't really see it being touched on in this way specifically.
Yeah.
But I already know a lot of people will be like, oh, they're shoving this shit down our throat. You know, they're shoving it in our, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look at the comments, dude. Like people that have never seen that. Like my guess is that I don't know why they're so hateful. Like they just see people that look different from them, and they're just like, ooh, like they just have to hate.
It's rooted in fear, dude. It's rooted in fear, and it's rooted in like not understanding shit and being afraid to like just learn about it.
One thing that was shitty too was like, I'm like, you're following Letterboxd, a movie account that is dedicated for movie lovers. Like, if you call yourself a fan, like a movie fan, it's like calling yourself a punk. Like, you can't be racist and be a punk. Like, there's just like it
doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. But like one of the comments I saw, somebody had mentioned like, oh, this movie was fucking terrible. Like, something blah blah blah, and then one of the comments underneath that was like, well, yeah, look at the thing that directed it, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, it's so shitty, dude.
Yeah,
super shitty. Like, you're not like any director, any real director would like fucking look down on you. Like,
yeah, that shit. It sucks, dude. I mean, it's still pretty prevalent, but it just sucks that like how easy it is for some people to hate, you know, and especially something they don't understand.
Yeah, but it's like, this is an art film, dude. Like, it's legit art, and like, I love movies like this. I love that, like, their movies like this are still being made, and they're having like wide releases. And like I said, for this to give a chance for like trans kids to like watch a movie, and maybe they get to not feel to, I guess, relate, and maybe be like, oh man, like that's how I felt, because like there was a lot of that in the comments too, like saying like, dude, this movie literally saved me, like things like that, which I thought that was fucking badass. And I'm like, if you could get one person to be like, yeah, this movie like did something to me, like in a positive way, like
that's awesome.
Yeah, like
that's fucking awesome.
That's worth it, you know. But it does suck that there's so many pieces of shit out there, dude. Like,
I'm one of them. What's up?
What?
All right, so I did watch quite a few movies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I watched 4 movies. Mm-hmm. I've been using this more. Yeah, me too. So the way I've been doing it is because I also want to implement Letterboxd as well. Mm-hmm. I'll log the movie on Letterboxd, but I won't review it. I'll rate it. I'll star rate it, but in the review, I'll just put in like my favorite quote from the movie, or a quote from the movie that stood out to me, and that's it.
I haven't gone on Letterboxd, but that's what I was doing. Well, not the quote, but just rating it, and that's it.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Just a quote.
Yeah,
something that stood out to me, or something that I thought was funny. You know, that was said, whatever. But I'll pull out the notebook that you got me, and I'll put my review in here. Mm-hmm. So I have 4 movies that I want to talk about.
All right.
So, how many do you have that you want to talk about besides the one we just talked about?
I think it's 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just do like 3 additional.
Well, maybe 4 then.
Okay, I'll just go first.
Okay, good. You do one.
Okay.
Because one of the ones I saw was one that I know you saw.
Okay, because that's one. Okay, yeah. That one I didn't write a review for.
Okay,
I'll just talk about that one right now.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
And I believe the quote I used on Letterboxd was, "Do anything and you're canceled, bro." I fucking hated this movie.
Dude, I kind of liked it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, this movie fucking pissed me off, dude. I think I hate this movie more than Green Inferno.
No,
yes. No, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh my god. Dude.
No, dude. I'm telling you. I was heated.
Dude.
The kills are cool.
There's some cool kills.
There's some cool kills.
Dude.
Everybody is fucking stupid in this movie, dude.
Yeah. Every single person, yeah.
They brought back the final girl from the original movie.
Yeah, which wasn't even the same actress.
It wasn't the same actress.
Which is kind of lame.
But they made her dumb as fuck.
Yeah. And they kill her?
And they kill her in a pretty funny way. But they kill her. I know, dude. This is not a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Dude.
I feel like this would have worked better as like a movie of somebody killing people because they idolized the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Dude.
I feel like it would have worked a lot better.
Okay, so that's kind of what I took it as.
That's not what it was, though.
Okay, look. This movie, I went into it like just being like, okay, I've seen parts of this before, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. I stopped.
Yeah.
Like when it first came out.
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing, and like I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it as if it wasn't related to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I kind of liked it, dude. But let me explain, dude. It is one of those rare movies that is like it's making fun of both woke,
yeah,
quote unquote, people, and the fucking like conservatives, like gun crazy people, and it's just like killing both of them, dude.
Yeah,
and I loved it, dude. Like I love that aspect of it, because yeah, dude, you just Leatherface is just going on a fucking rampage, killing everyone.
it's supposed to be the same guy, right?
Supposed to be the same guy.
So what is he, like fucking 70 years old?
Doesn't look anything like him. Somehow still has like that superhuman. Like it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. The tie-in with the original does not make any sense whatsoever.
Because apparently it's supposed to be a direct sequel to the second one, or is it the second one? It's the one with Matthew McConaughey. Is that the third one?
That's the second one.
That's the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's supposed to be a direct sequel to that.
Have you seen that one or no?
It's been a long time.
Dude. So
because I know that one's pretty bonkers.
That one's bonkers. So a lot of people hated the second one, but the director of the original has gone on to saying, Toby Hooper has gone on to saying that there's no way that he could have made a sequel that lived up to the first one.
Yeah.
He could not have made a horror movie that was that scary, that tension filled. So he's like, I'm going to go the complete opposite route and make kind of a dark comedy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I took this movie as.
Oh yeah.
Like I couldn't like, if you go into it like, oh, I'm going to watch like something brutal like the first one, like it's going to be a shit time because like it's not anything like that. It's not a good movie, dude. It's not at all. I know. Leatherface, the whole thing doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The visuals.
The town is obviously a set.
Yeah, it's from like in the Hollywood back lot. The acting wasn't great. Even like a lot of the CGI didn't hold up. I just like that it was killing a bunch of woke and like I said, the conservative, like fucking racist folk. Like that's the one thing I enjoyed about it, dude.
It was killing a bunch of influencer gentrifiers.
Yeah.
And gun-toting conservatives.
Yeah, because say what you will, dude. Like these fucking rich kids, they do ruin a lot of shit. Like I can't stand it.
Dude, I was like seething when they're like, no, we'll keep it looking like that. We like the old like worn look, you know. We'll keep the. I was like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just a bunch of rich people going to the middle of nowhere and be like, oh, we're gonna buy all this and like kick everyone who lives there out, which is what ends up.
It like kickstarts everything.
Kickstarts everything. It's a dumb movie, dude. The storyline is dumb. The way it's tied into the original is stupid. Some of the kills are pretty great, but I mean, Leatherface isn't intimidating. He's not creepy. Like the mask looks stupid.
Yeah.
But not the skin mask, whatever. The main actress, well, one of the main two.
The one from 8th grade?
Yeah, I feel like this killed her career.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't very good in it, but it's also like nobody was good in it.
Nobody was good in it.
So like, it could have been just the writing that sucked. And yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, this movie, I probably will never watch it again.
No, I'm never watching this again.
But I also like, I kind of had fun watching it just because I'm like.
I did not.
Oh, dude. I like when he hits that guy in the shin with the hammer and his like leg bends backwards.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some cool kills. That's
or when he smashed the guy's head in the bedroom when she's like hiding under the bed.
Yeah,
that looked pretty tight.
Yeah, there's some cool kills, but that's it, dude. Like, the way there's a lot of stupid shit too. Like when she gets a shotgun and he uses a chainsaw to block the bullet.
Yeah,
I was like, wait,
what?
What? Damn, kind of like titanium ass like chainsaw do you have?
No, dude, I almost turned the movie off when the final girl from the original one, when she finds him in the room and he's sitting down, she has a shotgun to him and she's like, say my name. Dude, I was sitting in my seat like, just fucking shoot him.
Yeah.
Just fucking shoot him. Who cares? Shoot him. And then she just watches him get up and walk out. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Dude, I threw my arms up so many times watching this.
Oh, yeah, it's full of dummies, dude. Like the whole thing.
No, I did not. Did not have a good time with this movie.
Yeah, so you wouldn't recommend it?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
No. Fuck this. Like I didn't even write anything down in my because I was like, I'm not gonna waste my fucking notebook on this shit.
Dude, yeah, it was really stupid. And the bus scene was kind of cool when like he's just plowing through everyone.
Cool, but it was dumb. Like
yeah, but
everybody was so stupid. Dude, oh dude, dude, people pulling their phones out like recording this shit.
You're canceled, bro.
Oh my god, dude. I hated it. I fucking hated this movie.
To me, it was just like a big fuck you to everybody.
Yeah,
kind of. But
even Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans.
Yeah,
it was just a fuck you, fuck you, to everything.
Yeah,
fuck this movie.
Yeah, you should rewatch the second one there, dude, because I feel like that was also like a big fuck you to like the diehard fans of the first one, because it's like
I'm pretty confident that it was just better made.
What
the second one?
No, that it's genuinely a good movie, but like it is a dark comedy.
Yeah,
but it's so well done. A lot of crazy like stuff happens in it, but talented actors in that movie, and like it just that movie, that's a great movie, dude. I mean, obviously it doesn't hold up to the original, but yeah, dude. But yeah, I'm not gonna recommend it.
Yeah. All right. So how many more movies do you have?
I think like 2, 3, maybe.
So that was one about you go.
All right. So I rewatched. Me and Ellie rewatched Sleepy Hollow.
Ooh, I almost rewatched that one.
I loved it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tim Burton, right?
Tim Burton, but
you're not a big Tim Burton guy, huh?
No, dude. I'm not a fan of his.
Yeah.
There's a few movies that I like. But this one, when I was watching it, I'm like, it has like the Tim Burton-esque like sprinkles on it.
Yeah.
But it's not like all out. Like I think it's like the least Tim Burton film of his.
Okay.
I loved it, dude, from beginning to end. Beautiful fucking movie, dude. I don't know who the cinematography was, but beautiful scenes, dude. Just very like whimsical. I don't know what kind of camera they use, but it's just a pretty looking film. Great acting. Johnny Depp doesn't feel like what's that pirate's name?
Jack Sparrow.
Like Jack Sparrow.
Well, this was like before he started like doing all these eccentric characters, right?
Yeah. Because there is like little bits of it in here, but like I feel like he is like it's his own character. Like it's I can't remember. He has I mean, it's based on the book, but he has a funny name. But dude, I love it.
I think his name is Sleepy Hollow.
Mr. Hollow.
Mr. Hollow.
What's his name? The guy that plays the Headless Horseman.
Ichabod Crane.
Christopher Walken.
Oh right.
Hey. Dude, yeah, great actors, great visuals.
Christina Ricci, homie.
Yeah, she's fucking good in this movie too. Yeah, I feel like he cast her in anything spooky, like she's just gonna do good.
Yeah,
because she has like a spookiness to her.
I can't think of a movie that I've seen her in that I did not like, or specifically did not like her performance. You know,
yeah.
Almost anything I've seen her in, and she does do a lot of like random stuff too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I like.
I haven't
her.
seen anything like recent.
No, she was in the Wednesday show.
Oh, I haven't. No, I didn't.
She plays like one of the teachers. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I mean, I'm sure most people have seen it, but maybe they haven't seen it in a while. So maybe rewatch it. Perfect for Halloween, dude.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a good movie for all ages too.
I was about to ask. Yeah.
I feel like it's great for adults. Like I feel like it does have enough spookiness for kids to like they'll kind of get a little creeped out, but not like crazy. Like they're not gonna have nightmares about it. But yeah, the music, dude.
Yeah.
I should have looked up the composer.
Damn, you suck.
Great fucking. I wonder if it was what's his name.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, he works with Tim Burton a lot.
Yeah. So maybe. I mean, but great movie, dude. Like, I hope they like. I don't have it in my collection, but after rewatching it, I'm just like, okay, I need to get this movie because I feel like like it reassured me because it's been like so long since I've seen it. Like,
yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time.
I just remember bits and pieces, but no, dude, it's a great movie. There is one scene that kind of took me out a little bit that I'm like, it's the scene. I don't know if you remember when they're like in the middle of the woods, and he goes into a cave. There's like a witch in there.
I don't remember.
And then she like she has like this gown on, and then but she like takes it off, and there's a scene where it's like clearly CGI, like her eyes pop out.
I don't remember.
Like it reminded me of the Mask.
Oh, when he's like, ah, like
the eyes and tongue are sticking out. Yeah. That happens.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and
I don't remember.
Like, yeah, and there's some CGI in it, but most like all of it is pretty good. Like it holds up pretty well, except that scene. That's the only thing that kind of took me. I was like, that's kind of goofy, but it's like a short like 2-second clip. Like, but overall, dude, this movie like fucking great, perfect Halloween movie. Yeah,
that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. I went the route of watching movies I had never seen before.
There you go.
Never seen before. And this first one I'm going to talk about, I don't know if you've seen it.
Ooh.
But I feel like it's come up in conversation with us before. But I definitely have never seen it before this.
What is it?
When Evil Lurks.
When Evil Lurks.
It's an Argentinian horror film.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Have you heard of it?
That's the name sounds familiar, but I feel like
the cover is all red with black text, and it's a woman with an axe, like she's on her knees, and it's like a silhouette, and there's an axe, and the blade is facing her.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
This movie fucking rolled.
Yeah?
It was fucking tight.
Argentinian?
It's Argentinian, so it's all in Spanish.
So I should wait for the American remake, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it came out last year, so it should be...
Oh, it's fairly new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the remake should be like next year, maybe. So.
You think it will?
I hope not. But so I had put it on my watch list like a while back because I was making a watch list on Letterboxd of like movies to check out, and it was based off of like list I would come across of like can't miss like horror films or just can't miss movies in general. And this was one of them, but I just never got around to watching it. But came out last year, directed by Damien Rugna. I don't know who that is. But, dude, so it's kind of a possession movie, but not really. It's post-apocalyptic without looking like it's post-apocalyptic. So it's these two brothers. They like live on a farm, and they hear gunshots in the middle of the night. So they go out and they're like talking amongst each other like, okay, there's like this many shots, so it's not somebody hunting. It's like, we'll check it out in the morning. So they go to check out when the daylight comes up. This is like right at the beginning of the movie, like credits are still rolling. And they see a pair of, like somebody basically cut in half, just the legs. So from the waist down, they just see that. And then they're like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? What's going on? And there's like a bunch of like materials on the floor. And they're like, oh, you think they were attacked by like an animal or something? And turns out, no, that they were on their way to this house. And so they go to this woman's house. And she was like, yeah, I've been waiting for a cleaner because they need to take care of my son. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, he's rotting. He's rotten. And they go to the room, and dude, oh my God, it's fucking gross. It reminded me of Pearl from Blade.
Dude.
You just see this person on this bed just look like a giant ball of pus. They look so nasty. And to the point where I was like, I feel like I could smell what they're smelling.
Probably smells so good in there, dude.
Bomb, dude. But like, and then you see like little things of pus coming from their mouth, and they're like, oh my God, like what the fuck? And the lady, she's like, I've been trying to pray, you know. And the guys are like, the churches, don't you know the churches are dead? Like, that's not gonna help. Like, and they're still not explaining, like, because the way they're reacting to it seems like it's like a common thing that happens or something that they're well aware of. And they're like, no, like, you can't kill them because then you're going to spread the evil. So there's a certain way to take them out without spreading the evil. And like, I guess somebody intercepted the cleaner and killed them. So the professional that was supposed to come and clean it up, basically, they call him the cleaner. And so the owner of the land, he's trying to hide it because he doesn't want somebody to take over that, because if they have a rotten in their land, they get taken over, whatever. So he devises a plan to have the two brothers help him move the body off the land. And they put him in the back of a truck, and they almost hit some kid. Like while they're on the road, they almost hit some kid, and they swerve, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like stupid ass kid, whatever." Then you get to their destination, and the body's not in the back of the truck anymore. And they realize that they probably fell out, and they're like, "Oh, we're far enough, but from where we swerved, that's probably where he fell out. We'll just leave him there." And dude, crazy shit starts happening, and the owner of the land, he's like starts stressing out, whatever. The whole movie cover comes from this scene where the owner of the land hears his wife scream, and he goes outside, and she's like pointing at one of the goats, and she's like, it's here, and like he's like just yelling, and then he's all like, "How do you know?" And she's like, I just know. And then he looks at the goat, he's all like, "Get out of here!" He's like, "Get out of here! Like we didn't do anything wrong. Like just leave us alone." And then he gets his shotgun, and she's like, "No, like you can't kill it like that. You're gonna curse our family." And he shoots the gun in the air, and all the goats scatter except for this one. And he's like crying, and the wife is like yelling at him because he's like pointing the gun at the goat. And the goat just like comes up to the guy and like put basically to the gun, and the gun's like on the goat's head, and he fucking pulls the trigger. And immediately the wife like gets the axe and fucking hits him in the head with it. The husband in the head.
Oh shit. And
then he fucking falls to the ground, and she falls to her knees. Dude, the practical effects look so good, because this is where the cover, like I said, the cover of the movie comes from. She falls to her knees, and she's holding the axe, and she just repeatedly starts hitting herself on the head with it until she dies.
That sounds tight.
Dude. I don't want to explain. I just want to explain up to that point of the movie. It's kind of a possession type movie, like I said. It's just the acting was done. It was so good. It's very bleak. They do some shit in this movie that like legitimately shocked me, involving like violence against children. That I was like, holy fuck, they're doing this. Like they're really doing this. You got to watch it, dude.
What'd you watch it on?
It is, I believe, on Amazon. I watched it on Shudder, but I believe it's on Amazon as well, or it might be Hulu actually. But let me check real quick. But what I wrote down was it's violent, bleak, and dramatic. Great performances, great makeup and costume design for the rotten, as they're referred to. Like a few shocking moments. There's no exposition dumps. There's no scenes of like explaining what's going on. You're just figuring it out, basically. Like everything is explained to you visually. And like there's very like there's a lot of shocking shit in this movie. I was like, damn, and it like flew under the radar. Like I don't really see or like people like talking about it at all.
No, I mean I think because the title sounds so kind of generic.
It's a rough translation too, because it has a Spanish title.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it. Like I don't know, like I've heard of that name before, but obviously I haven't seen the movie. But it sounds tight.
Yeah, dude. It like afterwards, I was like, "Oh, dude, Eddie would love this movie."
Yeah,
like it was really fucking good. Let me see. So, it is streaming. Yeah, it's on Hulu. You can watch it on Hulu or on Shudder, like to stream. Okay. I mean, you could rent it on Amazon or YouTube or whatever. But yeah, that was one that I watched.
So you would own this?
I definitely would own this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight. All right.
What else you got?
The other movie, I think I had mentioned it in the last episode. I'm not sure if I did or not. But it was a 2018 film called Possum.
Oh. I think I had bought that.
You bought it?
I think so. What does the cover look like? Oh, no. I'm thinking of a different movie. It's Possum. It looks like a bed, and there might look like a spider type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no, that's not that's I just remember that's not the one I bought.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell this movie was. I just saw somebody like had posted a picture of it, and like the comments were like, "Dude, this movie is fucking badass." Like, so it's been on my watch list. I think it was on Amazon. But I finally made time to watch it like a week or two ago. Dude, I loved it.
I feel like I've seen this movie.
It's one of those movies like I think there's like very few actors. Like there's only two main actors in the whole movie.
Is it like a time travel movie?
No, there's no time travel, but it's about a guy that goes back home to where his uncle is living, and he goes there to destroy a puppet that he created.
Okay, it's not the one I'm thinking of.
And the whole it's kind of an art film. It's very visual, like metaphors up the ass, dude. Like definitely like it's easy enough to follow along where like you don't have to, it's not gonna like distract you. Kind of like I saw TV Glow, like that one is it's not that easy to digest.
Yeah.
This one there is some stuff that you do have to like it is gonna make you think a lot because the I keep wanting to say doll. The puppet is a metaphor for his childhood trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, that puppet is fucking creepy.
Yeah.
It looks fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like, man, I would love to have like a freaking one-on-one scale of it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
It's so creepy looking, but this movie is insane, dude. Like, it's so good. It's a slow burn.
Yeah.
A lot of like him just like spending time by himself and like a lot of character development, but crazy visuals. Definitely could be kind of too much for people just because of the subject matter.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it is a metaphor for trauma that he had as a child, and
This one, right?
dives into it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
on my watch list.
Dude, that actor, oh man, the main character, the main actor is just he's so fucking good, dude.
Sean Harris.
Yeah, dude. Like
Philip.
I feel like I've seen him in something else, but I don't know, but I think he's the actor from.
He's in Prometheus.
Oh, that's right. He plays one of the guy that has like the tattoos. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in Mission Impossible 2.
Fallout.
Yeah, not part 2.
He's in Fallout and Rogue Nation.
He has that crazy voice, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I like his
It's kind of
voice.
raspy too, a little bit.
Yeah. Big actor, but in this one, he plays like a very like quiet, timid person.
Yeah, you could tell by the photo I'm looking at.
Yeah, like, but he does a lot of his acting through his facial expressions, dude. And it's fucking crazy. And yeah, dude, it's a movie that like it'll sit with you a long time after you watch it.
Yeah.
And I loved diving into it, like looking up the trailer and like watching people's like explanations for it and like what they like take it as, and like I don't know, it's just a cool, like I feel like everyone that watches it will take something different from it.
Yeah.
But very cool visuals. It is a slow burn, so I feel like if you would have to be kind of like in the mood for it. But it's not that slow and it's not that long. I think it's like under an hour and a half. So
85 minutes.
yeah, so it doesn't. Yeah, I want to overstay its welcome.
Which probably like 80 minutes because credits.
The credits, yeah. So it did kind of fly by for me, but I recommend it. It does have like spooky visuals, but it doesn't rely on like jump scares or anything like that. It's just more like just crazy looking like scenes and how they're set up and that fucking puppet, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the average rating on Letterboxd is 3.2, which is pretty good. You know, it's not too bad. But it shows here you can stream it if you have Shudder or Amazon, or it's on Tubi also. So what did you watch it on?
Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah, I think
it says Amazon with ads. Did it have ads?
it might have. I don't know.
You don't remember?
No, which is crazy because I didn't know Max has ads now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was watching. Damn.
Well, I told you that I downgraded everything.
Oh, so it's your fault. We broke out, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I bundled Max with Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yeah, I was gonna watch Climax because they finally put on Max.
And there's
I saw
ads.
that. Yeah, and I'm like, no, like I can't do this because like it's one of those movies that relies on like the one takes sometimes, and I feel like if there's an ad in the middle of that, like it's gonna piss me off.
You don't own it?
The tension. No, because I've been waiting, dude. That's been like my favorite movie in the past like 10 years, and I've been waiting for like a cool like media book or something.
Well, because that's another reason why I downgraded everything, because I wanted to motivate me to watch more physical media.
Yeah.
Because like if it's something I truly want to watch, I'm like, I'm just gonna buy it or fuck it, Redbox it.
Yeah. That's still a thing, dude.
They still have the Redbox right here at CVS Guaymas.
Dang, that's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I do recommend it.
Yeah. Possum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, okay. Possum, directed by Matthew Holness, came out 2018, 85 minutes. And like I said, streaming on Shudder, Tubi, Amazon. It says Freevee as well, but Freevee is like the whole extension of Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's the worst. Like, it has ads and stuff. All right. So another film that I want to talk about. I have two more, but I'm saving one for last because I'll explain.
Just go.
So it was one that has come up a lot in like cult classics, and conversations of like movies that were panned when it first came out. People fucking hated it, but it has kind of developed this following, like this cult following, which I mean, it's a cult classic now. Ginger Snaps.
Oh heck yeah! I watched that like a month or so ago.
I had never seen it. I had never seen it before.
What'd you think, dude?
And I'm watching this movie, and at first I'm just like, I don't know if I like this, but it kept me invested. It kept me interested. I loved this movie,
dude. Me too.
It's super campy. It is pretty campy. It's a Canadian horror film. Came out in 2000, dude. 24 years ago. That's crazy to think 2000 was 24 years ago.
That shit's like 10 tops.
Hey, for real. But it was directed by John Fawcett, and it stars Catherine Isabel as Ginger, which I thought she was fucking awesome as Ginger.
Dude, yeah.
The whole time I'm like, I recognize this girl from somewhere, and I couldn't put my finger on it until I licked.
What? You've been licking fingers, dude?
Hell yeah, homie.
You've been eating hot Cheetos?
No, I couldn't put my finger on it until I looked her up, and she was in Freddy vs. Jason. That's where I know her from.
You would, dude.
Hell yeah, homie. And then the other actress, Emily Perkins, who plays her sister, Bridget. Mm-hmm. I was laughing because I was like, she reminds me of Wybie from Coraline.
Fucking Debbie Downer or what?
No, just the way her stature, the way she dressed.
Oh, okay.
She tilts her head a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, it looks like a live action version of Wybie from Coraline.
Yeah.
But dude, this movie. So a lot of people praise, which deservedly so, praise Jennifer's Body. I don't know have you ever seen Jennifer's?
Forever ago, dude.
Dude, that movie is fucking awesome. Also, I feel like if it wasn't for Ginger Snaps, people would not appreciate Jennifer's Body as much as they do.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Jennifer's Body, she's like a vampire basically, and Ginger Snaps, she's a werewolf.
Werewolf, yeah.
So crossover, homie. You know what I'm saying? But no, dude, I thought it was so like fun, you know, like, and just I love the campiness of it. It felt like I was watching like an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, dude.
Like
yeah, like with a bigger budget.
Yeah, with a bigger budget because the makeup is pretty bad.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
and then like the werewolf costume just looked funny to me.
There's some cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I loved the scene where the werewolf attacks her. And it's like in her mouth, like the werewolf has her in its mouth, and it's like kind of like thrashing her around. It's a lot of like close up and like fast cuts during that scene, but I just loved the way all that looked.
Yeah, a lot of practical effects. Like
a lot.
All practical.
It was all practical.
Yeah, dude.
But dude, I ended up really liking this movie. But yeah, it is very campy. It's cheesy. You know, the dialogue's kind of corny, but it is charming. You know, it was charming. It was fun. And just, I had no idea there's like 3 other movies after.
Yeah, so I remember maybe like a year ago, Second Sight released it, and it has all 3 of them in there, like in a cool like
okay, so there's only 3.
Book. I think there's only 3. But I bought it. I watched the first one like not too long ago. I haven't seen the second or third. Just I got a feeling. I heard the second one's like better than the first one though.
I know the third one is supposed to like be a prequel.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. I remember I watched the first one like forever ago. I think like when I was younger, like my brother and his girlfriend like were watching it in the living room, and I was like doing homework or something.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember. But I remember like I was like really into it, like thinking like, oh, dude, this werewolf looks tight, and like it was just like a crazy werewolf movie.
Yeah.
So like rewatching it, dude, like it was like rewatching it for the first time because it's been so long. But dude, I love this movie. I'm curious about it because, like I said, like a lot of people are saying that the second one is better than the first, which like it's crazy to think about because usually like it gets it downgrades as the further it goes along. But yeah, dude, I loved it. Like you said, very campy. It feels like a '90s movie.
Yeah.
That but I recommend it, especially for Halloween. Like if you're looking for like a fun movie, a werewolf movie.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody's making those these days.
I do like also, like, I don't know if you kind of got this from it too, but it is kind of like a commentary on, like, I guess being a teenage girl going through puberty.
Yeah. Like a lot of people are saying that the werewolf is like the metaphor for when they hit the period and all that, and they're transitioning to women and stuff like that. But like I feel like if you read into it, like you can get more from it,
which I thought was cool because, like I said, it is a campy movie, but to have that like underlying like subliminal like message to it, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did end up really enjoying it. I legit thought I was going to hate it, like, going into it. Yeah, and I think I was, like, maybe 10, 15 minutes in. I was like, oh, dude, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, it takes a while for the ball to get rolling, especially if it's, like, your first time watching it. You don't know what to expect. Like, you don't know what you're in for. But just give it some time.
Yeah.
But I do feel like a lot of people will like it. Like I said, if you know what you're going into, like, you'll appreciate it. But I do recommend that. It's a good Halloween movie.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do want to own it now. Like, that's how much I enjoyed it.
Dude, that second sight release looks tight, dude. It's like a black and red cover, fat like media book, dude. Really cool.
You know what I just remembered before we continue? So we're finally doing the Halloween month.
Mm-hmm.
We got to think of a raffle. For It Follows.
You don't want to wait for the sequel?
Yeah, we'll just wait for that. So further tease, further blue ball.
We'll think of something to raffle. We'll raffle something, maybe.
Hey, why are you looking around in my house?
Oh, what do you got? What you got? Let's raffle off that air purifier.
Nah, dude, that's just tight, dude. All right, what you got? I got one more movie after this.
Wait, hold on. Let me think.
Damn. What happened with your book? Damn. You got to make them use it.
Yeah, you got to make me use it.
That's why I started writing it down.
No, she like legit busted her phone out and she's like, I'm going to write down all the movies you've watched so far.
Damn.
I will forget. No, I haven't been watching movies.
Did you say Possum?
I did say Possum.
Damn, she's not paying attention.
I know. She's like on her phone. Like,
damn. So, man, these motherfuckers are boring.
No, that might be it. Yeah.
She thinks you're boring?
Yeah. All right, you go ahead.
Damn. All right, my last movie. So, no, again, movie I had never seen before. It wasn't even on my watch list. I just... How did I come across this? I don't even know how I came across this movie. Oh, you know what? I was just browsing. Shudder, and I think that's where I watched it. Let me see real quick. Let's see. Damn, I'm just making noise to kill. Oh no. Okay, I was browsing Peacock because it's on Peacock. Damn, what cock?
You did what to the cock?
P.
On it?
Yeah. So it's streaming on Peacock. The movie I watched, I don't know if you ever heard of it. The Night Eats the World.
Why does that sound familiar, dude?
It's a drama / horror. Came out 2018. Directed by Dominique Rocher. It's a French film, but it's in English. It's considered a French film, though. But it is in English.
Dude, that sounds so... I know I haven't watched it, but I feel like maybe I've seen people talk about it.
Okay, so... I don't know what it was about it that caught my attention. Maybe it was just the whole, like, I've never heard of this, never seen it. I'm gonna watch it. I absolutely adored this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's a zombie movie, but it's done in a way where it felt fresh. The only way I can compare it to, the only other zombie movie I can compare it to that like did it with like a twist sort of would either be Train to Busan, because that did it differently, you know.
Yeah.
Or 28 Days Later.
Okay.
Because 28 Days Later is the reason we started getting zombies running.
Yeah.
This one did something that I had never seen done in a zombie movie. The zombies are silent. They have no, like, they like open their mouth and you can hear them trying to bite, like the teeth go, you know? But they're not like, like they're not doing any of that. But that's not like the point, or like that's not the plot of this movie. It's not like based around like this zombie apocalypse. So the movie opens up, this guy, he shows up to his girlfriend's apartment, or his ex-girlfriend's apartment, to pick up his things because they broke up. And it had been a while already. She has this new boyfriend already. And so he goes to pick the stuff up and she's having a party. And she's like, hey, you know, like, why don't you just stay, you know, like, just stay, you know, mingle, talk to people, you know, like, just stay. And he's like, I just want my shit. Let me get out of here. So just have a drink, please. Like, you know, she's trying to, like, be friendly with him. And he's like, okay, whatever. He's kind of being a dick, you know? Yeah. Which, I mean, they're broken up. Like, he wants his shit and get out of there. You know what I mean? So I understand.
Like, both sides are kind of like, okay.
I get it, you know?
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, whatever. So he's just chilling and, like, he's like people watching, basically. Everybody's partying, whatever. And it gets to a point, where the girl's new boyfriend, he's like, they start talking and it becomes a little hostile. And the new boyfriend punches him. And then she like separates him, and then she's all like, just calm down, guys, you know, just, and he's all, just, where's my shit? Let me just get my shit. I'll leave. And she's like, okay, it's in the room. Like, it's boxed up already. It's in the room. And he's like, all right. And like, he feels kind of dazed, you know, because he fucking got punched and he had been drinking. So he goes up to the room and he kind of starts reminiscing, you know, sits down and like looking through his things. He ends up knocking out, falls asleep. He wakes up and it's morning and he's just like, what the fuck? And so he gets his stuff, getting ready. He opens the door and there's blood everywhere. All over the floor, all over the walls. And he's just like, what the fuck? And he like starts walking through the apartment and it's just chaos. Like, it looks fucking crazy. And then he walks out. Okay, from this point on, there's no dialogue. It's just like him like looking at things, and then like you hear him walking and like a score playing. He goes outside and he sees like people walking around and they start chasing him. So he runs in. He barricades himself in that apartment building, in that apartment specifically. And the movie is about him being in that apartment building by himself, surviving. And dude, just, you were so invested in this guy because it just seems like, I guess, realistic in a way where the things he does to combat boredom, it's just like, yeah, you know, I would do the same shit. And along the way, like, he like finds his drum set and he's just like playing the drums, like, to let out his frustration. He's just like playing. He's a pretty good drummer, by the way. Yeah. And he's like listening to music, and he doesn't, like, everybody he sees outside is just a zombie. And then it's funny because a lot of the comments on this movie were like, one of my favorite parts was just like, well, the most realistic part is this guy trying to befriend a cat. Because he's like on like through his window, he's looking down and he sees a stray cat and he gets super excited. At this point in the movie, he's like really skinny.
So the zombies, they're not trying to kill him or nothing?
Only when they hear him or they see him. But for the most part, he's just in the apartment watching them.
Gotcha.
And then he sees this cat and he gets like super excited. So he grabs like a can of food and he's like cracks open one of the doors to go outside. He looks around and he's all like, pss, 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 pss. He's like, hey, kitty. And he's like, come on, like, come over here. Like, I want to, like, won't be alone anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Like we'll have each other. And then like the cat runs off and he's like gets frustrated. So he pries the door open and he goes out. And I was just like, ah. And then he gets attacked. Nothing happens to him, but he gets attacked. And then there is like one of the zombies does get stuck in the elevator inside the building, and he kind of befriend. It reminded me of Castaway, in a way, because you know he befriends a volleyball.
Yeah.
He befriends this zombie. Like he talks to him, like that's his only like way of communicating with somebody. The zombie's just there, like inside the elevator, because it's one of those elevators that's a cage, like old school, you know, and he has it locked in there, and so he's just sitting there. He names them, and he has his conversations with him, and he like becomes his friend. And then there is one night where he hears a noise, like it sounds like the door was broken into. And so he sits up in his bed and gets his shotgun out. But then like these 3 zombies break in and they start eating him and he wakes up. And then, so this happens like early in the movie. And then a little like midway through the movie, it happens again. He hears a noise and he gets his gun out. And then he hears like the footsteps go to the front of his door and he shoots. And he hears like a thud. And then like a woman cry out.
Oh.
And he's like, oh shit. And he does like everything he can to like heal her. And then it shows like the next morning she's like drinking coffee with him and they're like talking and she's like, don't you want to leave this place? Like just, we got to get out of here. And just all this crazy shit starts happening. It's basically what I got from this movie. It's like, it's an allegory for dealing with a breakup. 'Cause you break up with somebody maybe that you felt like was the one you're going to spend the rest of your life with, you know, and that relationship ends and you feel alone, you know, you feel kind of secluded and you isolate yourself in a way. And like everything outside just doesn't seem intriguing to you, you know, it's just like,
You just want to lay in bed all day.
you just want to lay in bed all day. You just want to stay inside all day. And like putting yourself out there again is scary, you know? And you get that, like watching the movie, everything that happens, you get all that symbolism. And dude, this movie was done so well. Like,
it sounds tight, dude.
It's fucking tight. It's more of a drama than it is horror. It's like it's a drama of the just
happens to be in a zombie world.
Yeah, and like I loved it. Like I this is another one I feel like nobody has talks about. I've never heard of it, you know. But dude, like. Yeah, the Night Eats the World is so fucking good. It's on Peacock. I would definitely recommend this movie.
Dude, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Well, I want to check out both of the last 2 you mentioned. I feel like.
Yeah, get on it, homie. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds tight. Would you buy that one?
I definitely want to buy this one.
Dude.
Definitely want to buy this, or unless somebody wants to buy it for me. You know what I'm saying? And my birthday's coming up. May 8th.
We'll get you a drone.
Damn.
Maybe it'll last you 10 seconds, not 5 like me. Are you planning on watching Beetlejuice?
I want to.
Yeah.
I almost went yesterday just because like you were like,
I'm gonna wait
like,
for you then.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna go Wednesday night actually, but. Because I watched Ginger Snaps and Texas Chainsaw the same night.
Damn.
Yeah, so like that was on Tuesday night. So Wednesday night I was like, I'm not gonna watch another like movie or another like movie, horror movie or whatever. But then I was like, I haven't gone to the movies in a while. Like maybe I'll go to AMC after work. I was just too tired.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna go yesterday when you had said like, oh, can we reschedule? So I was like, oh, then I'll just go. But then again, I'm like, I'm just too tired. Story of my life, just too tired. But I do want to watch it. I want to watch that. I want to watch Strange Darling. I want to watch The Substance. The Substance is out already.
Yeah, that's one that I've been watching. Dude, Ellie was telling me that they played the Babadook, I think yesterday.
Really?
For like the 10th year anniversary or something. And I was like, damn, I can't believe
it's been 10 years.
That's what I'm saying, dude. But it would have been so cool to.
Oh, dude, I would have loved to see that in the theater.
And of course, they don't really advertise it, and it was like a 1 day thing. I got to keep up on the app.
Damn. Are we gonna go to that Night of the Living Dead screening at Back to the Grind?
I'm down, dude.
Yeah, because the guys that run that they go by Ripperside Galore, I believe, on Instagram. They're hosting it because they're the people presenting it. Fuck, I forgot the name. I'm sorry, but they're doing it at a few theaters. I think they're even hosting one at the Frida, a screening at the Frida. But
it'd be cool to see it Back to the Grind.
Yeah, like it's so close to home too, you know. Because I know you have mentioned like you want to do something like that, like in Riverside specifically. It's just hard to to find a place to do it and just like the money to do it, you know.
Yeah.
But I do want to go to this to like support it because I do want it to happen more often.
Yeah.
So like I'm definitely gonna go. It's when did I say it was? October.
I don't remember.
25th.
It was towards the end of October.
Or 12th. I think it's the 12th actually.
Was it?
I believe. Yeah. Let me see. I have it right here. But yeah, they had posted. I was like, oh, dude, that's fucking tight. Like I'm so down to do that. Let's see. All right, so they're Riverside Cinema Galore. Yeah, it's Saturday, October 12th. See it on 16 millimeter. Presents Night of the Living Dead at Back to the Grind. Yeah, $5, you know. But I'm super down for that shit. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, dude. I've actually have never seen it.
Never?
I've never seen Night of the Living Dead.
It's been a super long.
Yeah?
Yeah, like it. I thought that'd be cool to do and talk about, dude, because I feel like that is like when it comes to the classics, I feel like that has to be like in the top 10 of all time. I mean, not so much like my favorite, but I feel like as far as like important like horror movies go, like that definitely top 10.
That's the very first one, right?
That's I don't know if it was the first one, but I know it was like the first big deal, like the maybe the first good one. And it had like a black lead and like
okay.
Very important film.
Is it George A. Romero? Do you know?
I believe so. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super down. I think it's gonna be in the basement too.
Yeah. It's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. That sounds cool. And $5, man, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
For a cool little experience like that.
Yeah.
I did see that the Frida posted their calendar for October, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, I'm not that impressed.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, dude, I feel like this year like hasn't been the greatest as far as like my taste goes, I guess. Like I feel like every other year like they've had like crazy movies playing in October, especially October. Like it was like kind of whatever. Nothing stood out that I'm like, oh, I need to see that.
Yeah.
And the past like 2-3 years, I've gone when they were showing the silent film with the live score.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's such a good time, dude.
Yeah.
It's so tight. It's such a unique but like fun experience because like you get I don't know how like it's a whole other weird like experience that like it doesn't feel like I don't know like it's hard to explain like watching a movie with like a live band playing with it like it's such a unique but like the way the band interacts with you like they kind of make it funny too like they'll add like noises so it's not just music you know like if like like if they're like next to a pond they'll have like a duck noise or something like just stupid stuff like that but really cool but I don't think they're doing that this year unless they're gonna add something like last minute but I didn't see it on the calendar but I was kind of bummed out because 2 years ago I think I saw Nosferatu and then last year was the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Dude, fucking 100%. Like, I would recommend that if you get a chance to. But hopefully they add
Thanks for
something.
inviting me, dude.
You were off that day, dude.
What the fuck?
But you want to recommend them some movies that like some of your favorites?
We just did.
Well, I mean, like some of the like your tops for Halloween. Like if you were gonna like somebody's like, hey, what would you recommend I watch?
I recommend people watch When Evil Lurks.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
Were we gonna do an episode though?
You want to do it?
Like a whole episode on it?
I feel like it would have to be next week because it's like the beginning of October.
Well, no. Next, we still have 2 more episodes we could do Halloween content on.
Well, I mean, if we're recommending, I feel like we should do it in the beginning of October. That way they have a chance.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So maybe that could be the next episode.
Okay. Because that'll be that's mid-October. Let's just do it right now. Fuck it.
That's what I'm
this
saying.
might run a little longer than usual, but it's fucking...
I mean, we're not going to review. Maybe just recommendations. Maybe give like a quick thing of why we're recommending it.
All right. I'm right off the bat, Child's Play 2.
That's your favorite out of the 3 originals?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, out of the 3 originals, the second one's my favorite. Dude, I love the whole toy factory like sequence.
Yeah.
I love how he looks when he's all fucking melted on that shit and like with the knife stuck on his hand.
Yeah.
And then they blow up his head. That shit look funny as fuck, dude.
So Child's Play 2. Classic.
And then he calls the teacher a bitch. I'm like, that's right.
Doesn't he kill her with a ruler?
Yeah. That's what's up.
Kinky, dude.
That's what's up, dude. So yeah, I'd say Child's Play 2.
All right. It's the 50th year anniversary of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre this month, so I feel like
Watch the Netflix one.
I feel like I think everyone's seen the original, but if you haven't, watch it. It's a classic. I mean, just watch it. It still holds up, aside from like one character that I think is so fucking annoying in it, that guy in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, this movie is A+. Like, I think it's probably not my favorite horror movie of all time, but I think it is the greatest horror movie of all time. All right.
I gotta go with. I think my recommendations are gonna be more fun oriented, I guess, instead of like anxiety. Instead of anxiety inducing, because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is anxiety inducing, dude.
It is, dude.
But
so
I
creepy,
agree.
dude.
It's fucking
creepy.
great.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. I'm gonna stick the fun route, and I'm gonna say the original Scream, the first Scream movie.
Yeah,
I love that movie, dude.
It just, I don't know, it never like. It was
I'm a big Wes Craven guy though.
Yeah.
Like, well, I say Wes Craven. I'm more a Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger was my shit as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
So and this Wes Craven's creation kind of reinvented the slasher genre with that character.
Yeah.
And then he did it again with Ghostface.
It's an important film, dude.
Yeah.
I completely get it. It's not a bad film at all. Like, I do enjoy watching it when it's on, but it's not my thing. Like, I would never like, oh, let's watch that one. But it is an important film. It is a unique film. And cool. I wanna let me see let's do what has in the over time. It's kind of like I've gone back and forth on my favorite horror movie, but this one's like always up there, and I'm just like, sometimes I feel like it kind of is my favorite horror movie. Is It Follows, dude?
Yeah.
Especially with the sequel coming soon.
They Follow.
It Follows, to me, that movie is just perfection. Everything about it, the visuals, the fucking music, so good. The cinematography, the creepiness of it, how like a lot of the details in it aren't like given to you. Like, I still hear people like that are barely discovering like who some of the characters are when that it takes form of. It's just little details that throughout this movie that are just so clever, and it's just a unique movie. I don't know, man. I love this movie. I've recommended it to so many people, and a lot of them hated it.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
It's just like, it's a polarizing film. Like, you're either gonna love it or you hate it. But to me, it just hit all the right notes. Like, I fucking love this movie.
It Follows is a movie that made me start asking people questions when they asked me for recommendations, because I would constantly get, oh, what's a really good horror movie I should watch with my friends? Or what's a really good horror movie I should just watch? Mm-hmm. And I would recommend it. And the feedback I'd always get was like, this movie was fucking boring.
Yeah, that's what I got that a lot.
So like, since that, I'm like, okay, are you looking for something that like you're gonna have fun? You know, you're gonna be like, oh, what? That's crazy. Like, what the fuck? It's just like blood and guts type shit.
Yeah.
Or are you looking for some psychological shit?
Yeah.
Some like fucking Halloween, Silence of the Lambs type shit.
Yeah.
Like that. This is the movie that made me want to start asking questions when people ask me for a recommendation.
It's crazy because like, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I feel like it has that same kind of vibe, the creepiness vibe as the original Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Even though they're completely different.
Yeah.
Like they have nothing really similar other than that, like that subtleness, like that little creepiness where like
The
there's
dread.
just something in the, yeah, and there's just something in the background for like a split second, and it's just something so creepy and unsettling about it. But yeah, same dude. I've recommended it to so many people, and they don't trust me anymore. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
They're just like, this movie sucked, dude. But it's just funny because like it's one of my, if not my favorite horror movie of all time. All right.
We had briefly mentioned it a little while ago, Babadook.
Yeah, dude.
But this is another one. This is another one
Yeah.
that a lot of people came back and were like, nah, I didn't like it.
One of the biggest complaints I hear about this movie is like, oh, that kid is so annoying, and I'm just like, that's the fucking point.
Yeah.
It's supposed to frustrate you just so you can kind of get in the shoes of the mom and like, dude, like I feel like this movie flew over so many people's heads, and they just completely missed the point of it, where they're just like expecting a monster film, and it's just like, this is way more than that. It's a fucking film with a heart, dude. Like I love this movie. This is another A+, one top 5 horror movies of all time for me, dude. I love this movie. Yeah, it would be cool to see it in theaters, but of course, you know.
You got any
Fucking
more?
AMC. I'm gonna be kicking myself later. Like, why didn't I mention this?
I mean, we would, I guess the term is be remiss to not mention like Halloween.
Halloween, the first one, man.
The first Halloween, you know.
Holds up. It's so great. The Exorcist, another
The Exorcist,
one.
yeah.
Like the classics, man. They're all great. One that's a little unknown that I would recommend, but I feel like it is like another very like niche movie would be like Lake Mungo.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Super creepy. But to me, like it's crazy how people could find a movie like what's that, Paranormal Activity scary, but not find Lake Mungo scary. And I'm like, what? That movie has a stupid Ouija board that catches fire and like
Scary, dude.
it's so dumb, dude. And like Lake Mungo just has this creepiness to it, and people are like, oh, it wasn't scary to me. I'm like, what? Like what did you miss? But it's another one. Hereditary.
People want to if people want to get extreme, I would say look into like Cannibal Holocaust, Martyrs especially, like that one.
Yeah.
If you're up for it, you know.
That's if you want something that's like very, very brutal and like hard hitting.
Looking for fucking gore fest, torture porn. I would say Hostel 2. I actually like Hostel 2 more than the first movie.
Is that the one? I remember
It's the one where he gets his dick cut off.
Yeah, okay, that's that's funny that you.
And he's like, ah!
Yes.
I actually do like that movie more.
I wish it would release like some kind of release with all like the trilogy.
No, I don't want the third one.
Well, I know the third one wasn't good, but I feel like
I would not buy it if the third one was included. I'm telling you right now.
I don't remember the third one, dude.
It takes place in Vegas. It's fucking stupid.
I don't think I watched it then.
I got like 15 minutes in and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. This is fucking horrible. Cabin Fever. I would say the original one. Scratch moded. Ooh, faced.
Pancakes.
Where are you going, man? I'm going to go shoot squirrels. Why? Because they're gay? Dude, that's fucked up, dude. I'm just kidding. I don't care if they're gay. I'm going to shoot them anyway.
Dude.
Nah, I would say Cabin Fever, dude.
That movie's so quotable. Yeah, Cabin Fever. Wrong Turn is
Wrong Turn.
I really enjoy that movie. I feel like
Eliza Dushku.
Yeah.
I like saying her name.
The Hills Have Eyes remake.
That one's pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen the original one.
No. I've seen it once, but I think
that's Wes Craven too, I think.
Yeah.
The original one.
That's where they had that guy that he didn't have any like prosthetics or anything. He just looks like that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, that's crazy, dude.
House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yeah, that's a good Halloween movie, dude.
That's a really good Halloween movie.
Yeah, that's like the Halloween vibe right there, dude.
Because it's like crazy and it's funny. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
I like the music in it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a brick.
One thing I'll give Rob Zombie, like he always has good music in his movies.
He only has 2 good movies though, so I mean, 2.5. I'll give him half.
2.5. 2.5.
2.5. I'll give him 2.5.
Suspiria, both the remake and the original, both fucking great movies. If you want like a date movie, maybe Bones and All. I really like that movie. It might be a little too brutal for a date movie, but I feel like it's a love story.
If you want to do something like kind of cute, I would say Warm Bodies, honestly.
Warm Bodies.
With Nicholas Hoult, Warm Bodies is the zombie movie where he falls in love, you know. Hey, fuck it, I'm gonna say it, homie. Twilight.
Halloween movie, dude.
I like how she looked at me like
Halloween movie.
Hey, vampires, homie, that's scary. Sparkling skin, that's scary, homie.
That's pretty brutal. Let's get some animated movies in there. You mentioned you saw Coraline.
Coraline, dude.
Coraline's a classic.
I've seen Coraline so many times now.
Dude, I like Paranorman a little more.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Paranorman's tight, dude.
Yeah?
It's a good Halloween movie, dude.
Well, Monster House.
Monster House is a good one.
Monster House is tight.
That's a classic too.
It's another good one. I don't know, dude. I can't think of an animated Halloween movie.
I
don't know. The only ones that come into mind aren't animated, but they're kids movies.
like what?
Like Casper, Hocus Pocus.
Casper's a good one. I feel like I'm burnt down on Hocus Pocus, dude.
That movie's tight, dude.
It's good. I just feel like, I mean, every day for October they're gonna be playing it somewhere.
It's crazy how that one kind of became like the kids' Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Where Casper's right there, dude.
I genuinely enjoy Casper. I love the music in that movie.
That movie's so tight. A young Devin Sawa, young Christina Ricci, dude. There we go.
Yeah, she plays Casper.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. I know we're gonna be kicking ourselves later. Like, oh, we should have said this one. We should have said that one.
I know we wanted to have like a kids Halloween episode, but Little Monsters. If you can get, I don't think it's streaming. I'm not sure if you can rent it.
It is streaming on something because I started watching it the other day.
I think it was Tubi or what?
No. It's like it might be Amazon. It might be Peacock. I don't remember, but I did start watching it.
Oh, okay.
But I turned it off for some reason. It wasn't because of the movie. I just ended up turning it off.
No, yeah, that's a good movie if you want like a nice, like funny, but still a little like it is a kids movie. It's just about like monsters living under your bed, and like one of the kids befriends it, one of them, and they become like best friends, and like the monster ends up taking the little kid to like the monster world, and like it's just like the Wild West down there. You can do whatever you want, and it's just like a good family movie, dude.
Yeah.
Very good music in that one. That's a classic. What else?
As far as kids movies, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I know there's gonna be a lot of movies we didn't.
Yeah, we're gonna go home like, whoa.
We're gonna go home. I am home.
Damn, we are home.
That's right.
I'm moving in.
That's right.
Rent's
$3,000 a month.
Fudge.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to look around, see what I got. Let me see.
You got a lot of Child's Play stuff.
Yeah, The Thing. I have the Thing poster in my room. Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Both original and remake.
Yeah, even the sequel. I genuinely like the sequel more than the first one.
Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness.
No, part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Army of Darkness, but I feel like it is the weaker of the 3 originals.
Would you consider Blade a horror movie?
The original one, I can see it. Yeah, it has like horror elements. Like, yeah, for sure, it's a vampire movie. Dude.
Yeah.
That's if you want like an action Halloween movie.
What about horror comedy? You got Shaun of the Dead.
Oof.
One of the greats, you know.
Yeah, that's a good movie, man.
That movie's fucking tight.
Yeah.
Got Zombieland. I like Zombieland.
Zombieland's a good movie.
I like that. I don't really remember the sequel, but I think I liked it. Probably not, since I don't remember it, but it's called Double Tap.
I don't know if I watched it or not.
I don't know. The one piece of trivia I remember from that movie, though, from the first one, is like, because Woody Harrelson's vegan, but like his whole thing is like, I gotta find a Twinkie.
Yeah, yeah.
So they had to make him a vegan Twinkie, and he said it was fucking gross.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, dude.
That's funny. What other horror comedies are there? Oh, like Bride of Chucky. I would consider that a horror comedy.
Yeah. I mean, anything Bride and Chucky and up, I feel like it's become a comedy.
Yeah.
The show.
Yeah.
If you want television, What We Do in the Shadows, the show and the movie.
Great.
Both excellent, dude. I don't think I've ever binge watched a show so fast in my life, dude.
Yeah,
I love that show.
It's so fucking good. I think I might like it more than the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, they're both fucking good, dude. I remember like when I was about to start watching the show, I was kind of like scared.
Yeah.
Because I held the first one like as like one of the funniest movies ever.
It was one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah, but yeah, the show's it's just as good as the movie. It took me a while to like get used to the characters and like, but yeah, that's a good show, man.
Midnight Mass on Netflix. Have you seen that yet?
What is that?
That Mike Flanagan show on Netflix, Midnight Mass.
No.
About this island of and like weird shit starts happening, and they bring this priest. Turns out to be like vampires and shit.
Oh shit, no.
Dude, you like Mike Flanagan? No, this is old.
No,
this was like at the height of like Haunting of Bly Manor, Haunting of Hill House. You know?
Dude, I think he is like one of the greats when it comes to horror, like just like traditional kind of horror.
Yeah.
You know, like
watch Midnight Mass, dude.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. It came out a few years ago.
No, I don't think I've ever heard any. I don't even think I heard you talk about it.
Dude, it's so fucking good. It is so fucking good.
Because I fucking loved Haunting of Hill House.
I like this more, to be honest, yeah. It is so good.
Yeah. I like his movies too. What do you call it?
Hush.
He made Hush?
Didn't he? Mike Flanagan?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
That's a good movie.
Oculus. He did Oculus, didn't he?
Yeah. He did Oculus, Gerald's Game.
Gerald, dude, the degloving scene in Gerald's Game.
That's still one of the most brutal things I've ever seen.
And that movie's not really like a scary movie, you know, that has like creepy moments. But
I think that's why it works so well, dude. Because you're not really expecting it,
dude. That shit. Oh,
like I guess sometimes like less is more, because like when you finally do show something brutal, it's like fuck.
Yeah, dude.
The Shining, of course, and then what was the sequel? The sequel?
Oh, Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep. I love that movie too.
Yeah, that movie was really good.
That was a really great film too. I don't know. There's so many.
There's a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, I mean, we'll recommend more. Maybe next episode, like, oh, we did forget to mention this or that, because I know a lot of them are gonna pop up. But yeah, anything else?
No, not time for comments. Ooh. No, I got kind of creeped out right now because I thought I saw a shadow at the door, but there's nobody. Damn. Somebody behind you. It's a Ouija board, dude.
What?
And Eddie brought a Ouija board to my house. Who wants to do it with us?
We're taking volunteers. We need a camera person.
Right? All right, let me get that. Let me bring up the comments, because we do have, I think we have 2 comments. Oh, yeah, I do want to say shout out to Travis for coming up to me at the show, at the Hit 'em Where It Hurts show in San Bernardino, and asking, when are we going to review movies? That's what's up.
Dude, that's so funny, dude.
Hey,
it's like we're over here like trying to think of stuff, of episodes where we don't talk about movies.
So, one of the comments is actually, it is Travis Smothers.
Smothers.
That's the username. That comment.
Know.
I'm pretty sure that's Travis.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen his name associated to that before. So if it's not Travis, then I apologize to this person. But if it is Travis, fuck you, homie. I'm just kidding. I love you. Smothers commented on the Alien Romulus episode, which I titled, "There's something in the water."
There's something in the fucking water.
Something in the fucking water. There's something in the water. He put, I think the scene that people say is disgusting in reference to Alien Romulus. Because we had said, like,
We were trying to figure out.
We're trying to figure out what was disgusting. Like, because there's apparently a scene that's super disgusting. He writes, I think the scene that people say is disgusting is when the girl pulls the face sucker off her face and the tentacles slide out of her throat.
That wasn't disgusting. That was hot.
That shit was tight, dude.
So fucking tight.
I haven't seen any of the Aliens. I watched this one and I thought it was whack.
Who said that?
Travis.
Oh.
Or Smothers. I'm pretty sure that's Travis. Since I don't know any of the Easter eggs, David Johnson was the best part of the movie, the android, the guy who played the android, which I agree, yeah.
That's kind of cool, like to go into this and not have seen like any of the other ones, because I wonder what it would be like.
He said it was whack.
Because I hate it for the Easter eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
but I like the other stuff.
Yeah. The other comment is from Cisco. He commented 5 days ago, same episode. That Joe Rogan special was garbage. Didn't laugh once. Chucky versus Leprechaun would be fire.
Yeah, it would be fire. Dude, that's a missed opportunity there.
Travis did also share the episode on his Instagram and put like, I'll sign the petition to get Chucky Leprechaun made. And like I reposted it because he tagged Betamax in it. And I got a few responses like, oh, I would sign that. I'd be so down for that.
Dude, we should make it.
Chucky versus Leprechaun? Damn. D-Lo plays both characters? Hit us up, D-Lo. We got, oh, come on, homie.
Here we got the little tacones.
Damn, I love D-Lo. What'd you think of that show?
Which
the
one?
Hit 'Em With Her show.
It was a good show, dude.
It was tight. It was cool. It was cool to see like the homies like that again.
Yeah.
It was just funny, like the age is getting to us, dude. You know, all of us. You know, we're getting there. You know, up there in age. So it's just funny to see like how rowdy some of the homies still get. But like in my head, I was just like, damn, I've seen you get really crazy.
Yeah, dude. But I feel like the way, because there wasn't a lot of people.
No, there wasn't.
I know there was like that big fight going on, like
there was a fight,
like a UFC fight.
Oh, I thought you meant.
So like I feel like people were like so invested in that a lot of people didn't show up because of it, because that's all that Instagram was like posting. Like, those fights, everyone was watching fights, but
it was a lot of like local bands too. So
yeah.
There wasn't really I guess a big name.
Yeah, but so like I did think it was cool that like a lot of the homies showed up.
I did like that spot for that type of show. I did like that spot.
Yeah, it's a cool little venue.
It's like a VFW
bar
type
venue thing. Yeah,
like a VFW type hall. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see like a lot of the friends we haven't seen in a while. You know, Dylan, Brandon, Dimitri, CJ. Like, I hadn't seen them in so long. You know, Fernando, Victor, dude.
Val.
Dude, Victor, like I hadn't seen Victor in so long.
Yeah.
But it was good seeing him, you know.
I'm just gonna mention it.
What?
I didn't have a great time at that show. Not because of the band or anything, but somebody was being like super creepy with Ellie.
Really?
And this was prior to the show, and I had no idea that person was gonna be there. And I kind of like, I had to make like a decision where do I call them out, but at the same time I was like, you know what, it's like a big day for Jose and Bobby, because it was like the first show in the IE, like so long. So I kind of had to bite my tongue the whole time, and it kind of ruined the night for me.
Oh shit!
Because I like I said, I didn't know he was gonna be there, and it made me realize that like I thought I've come so far along, like emotional wise, like being able to control myself, but like, dude, all I wanted to do was like
say something.
Say something, like, but maybe I'm glad I didn't, because like I felt a lot of anger too, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't want to do this at the show.
Yeah.
Like I said, because like I just felt like it would have made it about me. And like I said, like I know, like, Bobby and Jose are my friends. I didn't want to do that, so I did have to bite my tongue. But I hate that people, like, especially at this age, like that I would even still be dealing with this type of shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking, like, I hate it, dude. I hate that, like, so many of our homies have, like in this past year alone, like, have just come out as, like, being, like, creeps and, like, fucking weirdos, dude. Like, you're in your 30s and you're still acting this way. And especially to, like, people that, like, more or less, like, your friends. Like, what do you think? Like, we were not going to find out? Like, we're not going to know? Like, and yeah, and it's just weird. Like I said, like, you, like, someone's in a relationship. Like, why? Why do you want to do that to yourself and to them? Like, grow up. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, to me, like, I hate it, and I hate that people don't take accountability. Like, and people don't speak up. Like, people don't put them on blast, and I feel like that's why people they feel so safe and secure doing that shit, because they're like, oh well,
they're not getting called out.
Yeah, they're not getting called out, and they're not gonna, like, there's no consequence to whatever they do. Like, if it doesn't work out, then oh well, everything's still gonna go perfect for me. And it's like, I'm sick of that shit, dude. I just hate it. I hate that. Like I said, like, especially with, like, my daughter coming, like, I don't want her around that type of people.
Yeah.
Like, it just sucks. Like, I don't want to be around that. I don't want my friends being around that type of people. Like, I just don't want to associate. And that's why I don't fuck with anyone, dude. Like, that's why, like, 90% of the time, like, I'm doing my own thing. Like, I don't want to be around people, like, for too long, because I just feel like people will disappoint you, and they'll just turn out to be, like, pieces of shit, dude. And it did ruin the show for me, dude. Like, I was not having a good time, and if I had driven there, dude, I would have left. Like
immediately?
Yeah, dude. Only because, like, I wouldn't want to put myself in that position, but that's all I could think about. And it sucked, dude, because I've, like, all my friends are there. Like, a lot of my friends I haven't seen in so long, and I couldn't even, like, I just wasn't even in the mood to talk to them, and, like, it just ruined it. And like I said, like, I will be calling out this person, not on here, but I'm just waiting for the right time, and I think I know when that right time will be. But, like, just even thinking about it, dude, it just makes my blood boil, dude.
Damn,
but
that's what's up.
What a way to end the show. Yeah,
I had a good time.
I'm glad you did, dude. I mean, like I said, like, they put on a good show.
That sucks, dude. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry about that. That's shitty. Like,
yeah, dude.
I mean, good thing we left early then.
Yeah. That's why when you told me, and, like, hey, would you mind if, we take off after this? I'm like, no, dude, not at all. Let's go.
I guess.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to leave, like, during the band, but, like, I was like, I don't want to be rude. I feel like that's rude. And plus, I don't want it to be, like, a band playing while I'm saying bye to, like, my friends,
Yeah. Yeah, when everyone's, like, split up and stuff, too. No, but it was a cool venue. Presser was tight. Hidden More Hurts was tight. I mean, I would go to that venue again.
Yeah.
Just, see different bands. And it's cool. It wasn't too far.
Yeah. It only took like 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah. And then I'm starting to see that they're starting to get more shows booked. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully, we'll see how where they play next and all that.
All right. Well, that was it. Recommended a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what people watch. See what we're gonna watch for the rest of Halloween.
I know, dude. I want to do the Mission Inn. We gotta try to get tickets, dude.
I'll see everybody next time.